In his book, The Human Edge, the author Greg Orme gives a very, very interesting but simple example of curiosity. And curiosity is what I'd like to talk to you about right now at this moment. Greg's example is somewhere in Eastern Africa, around 200,000 years ago, there lived a woman of whom most of us are actually descended from. A bit later than that, about 70,000 years ago, one of her descendants stood on the edge of the Red Sea and just wondered to themselves, what on earth is over there? And they say, pardon the pun, the rest is history. No, but since that time, curiosity has been part of human nature. And we even think that a couple of cats might have met a sticky end due to it as well. But in rich countries, the life expectancy of young people could soon be more than 100 years. So imagine working in the same industry, having the same interests, the same hobbies, meeting the same people. Just imagine that. You're going to have to change. So curiosity is going to have an important part to play for our young folk. So what about probably one of the most insanely curious people there has ever been, but a very, very, very poor student. And that was a chap called Albert Einstein. He himself said that he had no special talents apart from being insanely curious. It seems also that when we are curious and interested in something, we learn better. And that's even the case when perhaps we're not actually very, very good at it. But when our curiosity is aroused, our curiosity is spooked somehow, then we seem to be able to learn better. The problem is that without curiosity, creativity is very, very nearly impossible. And I would also like to just make the point, curiosity is not quite the same as lifelong learning. Lifelong learning implies that you learn throughout the whole of your life, and the final day of reckoning, that exam is as you die, as you lay on your deathbed, Grim Reaper says, well, Eric, what have you learnt during your 70 years and 10? And that's not really the case. Curiosity is with us every day. Some days we're curious, we learn stuff. Some days we're not curious, we just lie on our backs in the long grass and we wander. So curiosity is something that comes and goes, ebbs, flows, wanes, whatever. But many of the well-known entrepreneurs and other people have actually got where they are by being curious. I mean, think of people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Oprah Winfrey, Walt Disney. They've all been incredibly curious people. And then there is possibly the most curious person ever in history, and that was Leonardo da Vinci. He filled hundreds, if not thousands, of notebooks with little annotations, sketches, drawings, to-do lists. And some of the things he managed to turn into reality. And that was key. He knew exactly when to wander, when to go, as we say, a little off-piste, when to focus, when to actually really concentrate on something and get something done. So being able to read widely, to be able to daydream, to make lists, and one of the things Leonardo did in his notebooks, he had lists of people that he wanted to speak to. And that was, or probably interrogate, and that was absolutely key to what he wanted to do, what he needed to do. But curiosity seems to be contagious, but the other problem is incuriosity is as well. So if you want to use your curiosity for good effect, then it also seems that apart from the daydreaming, the reading widely, you need to surround yourself with the right sort of people. So in order to be successful, you need to have curious conversations with interesting people and avoid completely incurious people. So good luck being curious. Avoid the incurious. Let us know what happens.